for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense takes the field for the first time today. This has an feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy...
Oh, look out, there he goes! The 40, the 30, the 10! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way! Touchdown, Buffs!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rice Owls offense will take the field for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Warner. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, that's...
Off he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Sanders. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. Makes a move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. A 1st down for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Warner. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Let's go. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Warner. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Pockets fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lift. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over SMU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Afterburners coming. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First down to start the drive after the break. They run the reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Warner. They're bringing heat. Finds his man down the middle. Knocked off his feet.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. It's just ridiculous.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. He's loose at the 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Coming after it. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And it's caught inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to throw, it's Warner. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He's never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top, the last. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Hunter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure comes. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. The back goes in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Looking to pass on second down. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Running it back, it's Horn.
Returner brings it out to the 45.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Sanders. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bucs! And the route is on.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Touchdown, Colorado! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And that's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Looking for room, it's Alexander. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throwing right. And the misconnection on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to fire deep. Brings it in down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the stomping has commenced.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Bucks. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be dragged down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a ring.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's a first down for the offense.
This guy can throw it. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. New Mexico is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. Makes his connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the punishment has been extended. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Give him 88 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Alexander.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Alexander. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On second down, wants to throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll give it to the back. Got room at the 35. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984.
Going up top on 1st down.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.